let's go into. So I was on this last week and it did not come through, but I do like this one again for the Bills this week, which is Dalton Kincaid, longest reception, 20 plus yards. So
Mhm.
if you look at his hit rate on this last 10, I mean, again, he's missed some games, so it's going to look a little bit weird here. Um, and his actual average on that is 17 and a half, but still in general, like he's pretty money for this. 77% on the season, 67% in his last 10. Last two seasons, 55%. So you're already getting a plus price with it. And by the way, you get this at plus 124 on Profit X if you play in a state that allows that.
I've
But
been smoking Profit X lately.
the other thing here too is that so initially I wanted to look at this game and go, what are my James Cook props? Is he going to get some depressed prices because everybody's going to be like, oh, this Denver defense is so good? Newsflash, he does not. His rushing total, it's like 76 and a half. So don't play that. Also, his weekly rushing leader, he is the
Oh,
favorite
Bills.
in that category.
Shout out to
And
Sean
this,
Green, by the way, who has pointed out that the Bills they finally won a game last week when James Cook had under 75 yards rushing.
oh yeah, that's right. And I don't think have they done that all season.
But that shout out
Yeah.
to Sean Green.
So the other reason I like this one though is that if you look at some of like the stuff that Sumer Sports had sent, it actually is a pretty decent matchup for the Bills to run inside and do things that they like to do. At the same time, I also know that Sean Payton is going to come into this game and know that, and they're going to find ways to have to do kind of what the Jags did to the Bills last week and have them sort of work the middle of the field. Know that they are down. They lost Gabe Davis in that game last week too.
And
So
Travers. And
yep.
Travers. They've lost
So you've
multiple wide
got
receivers.
Keon Coleman, you've got Brandon Cooks, his corpse, and essentially Dawson Knox and Dalton Kincaid. I mean, those are really like your only main targets for Allen. So I just think that you're going to see a decent number of targets for him, and it's also a team that was 24th against tight ends this season. And so, yeah, pretty good price there at almost like plus 125 for over longest reception, 19 and a half. That's when I liked quite a bit coming into this week.
I like it. He will be on my list. I do like Denver. I'm not betting this side because I have, and I think I made you bet this. This is one of those I made you bet it bets from the early in the season. But you should have Denver. I think we have Denver 13-1 to win the AFC and 25 to win the Super Bowl. So I have a Denver stack. So I'm just going to probably leave this one alone.
Sure.
But I do like it. Hey, well, look, God, the chat is bumping. Yeah, Terry is in there. I like that a lot.
All right, Terry, welcome.
Yeah. Wait, do you want to so go to Drake May. Let's figure out how we want to bet Drake May this weekend. So we just talked about how I think also like the world is going to be afraid of this. Here's how I think this game's going to go. I think the world is going to be afraid to fade this Texans defense, which I'm going to remind everybody that the Texans had only scored 7 points going into the fourth quarter against the Steelers, and a lot of their offense came on the heels of 2 defensive touchdowns. What I think is important is that the Patriots can outpace them offensively. Nico Collins doesn't look like he's going to play, by the way. He did not practice again today. He's in concussion protocol, which is just changes game flow. Take a look at Drake May longest completion and see if that's how we want to get there.
Because I was actually funny enough, I was like, this pass yards, that is low.
It's really low.
I know, but
I don't think he gets there without it. And I think that the passing
35 at plus 105 right here on DraftKings.
So guys who have gone over this against this team, I mean, for those Aaron Rodgers, the corpse of Aaron Rodgers, whatever. Riley Leonard had a 66. Justin Herbert had a 60-yarder. They gave up 3 60-yarders to end the season in games that they needed, in games that mattered, just to be clear. A 35 to Patrick Mahomes, 44 to Josh Allen, 39 to Cam Ward, 34 to Daniel Jones. I think that that's the bet. We just talked about how like Drake May throws the best deep ball in the league. No one can convince me otherwise right now. And I think that this feels like that's what I want, not the 220.
What is his? I'm just curious what the alts are on this. Can we get another alt? So 40 is Yeah, I don't love going to 40 and you're only getting to plus 176.
Which kind of tells you everything about the width of the market there.
Yep. So 35, you're still getting plus money. And I was just curious. I'm like, well, if I put in, like we just did this last week with the Jordan Love one, which they did not win the game. So therefore
he had, by the way, he had 8 going into the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So,
still amazed that Matt LaFleur is the head coach there.
35 is plus 105.
Different topic. But if you use so in all games, he's at what 61% for the season. If you like the Patriots in this game, he has been over this 73% of the time when they have won the game. And they're favorites at home. So
3 of the last 5. Like 3 of the last 5. When you look at him against really good pass, when you go top percentile passing defenses, I just moved their slider to just do this a little more. And
3 of the last 5.
When he beats it's 3 of the last 5. So that's the bet for me. Is going to be Drake May over.
I like this.
Yeah, I like this.